Good evening and welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas time. I have to admit my plans for Christmas and my video plans were disrupted. I was sick. I'm still sick a little bit, but yeah. I've got a nasty cold, and I do hope it vanishes completely in the next 1 or 2 days. But let's see. Yeah, my Christmas was nice, I guess. Despite the fact that, that I had a nasty cold and were mostly in bed or wasting my time and hoping to get better. Yeah, actually I wanted to make a few videos, but my voice was gone, so I couldn't talk very much. And what's Schnupfen of English? Yeah, my nose was how would you say it in English? I couldn't breathe through my nose. Yeah. I don't want to bore you with details of being sick, but that's the reason why I haven't posted anything since like 9 or 10 days. And I do hope that being sick isn't going to be routine in the next year. But yeah, it is what it is, and here I am. As it was requested in the comments, I'll do a few more whisper rambles in English as well, not only in German. And I'd like to ramble about everything, what's going on, but as you probably can tell, there isn't much going on if you're sick. But yeah, it was Christmas, and I know Christmas isn't super easy for everybody because family issues or being alone and these sorts of things. So either you had a nice Christmas with your family or your Christmas kinda sucked, I get it. So I don't want to talk too much about this. I'm not a Christmas Grinch or anything, but to be completely honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas. There are a few reasons for it. First of all, yeah, family. I do like most people in my family, or at least I can talk to them in a normal way. But yeah, my parents are divorced, and it's kind of exhausting. Yeah, it's kind of exhausting to be everywhere at once, kind of. So every part of the family wants to see you, and you're supposed to go to like my father, my mother, my grandparents, my uncle, and so on. So yeah, it's kind of exhausting, and I'm not think Christmas is a bit of... How can you describe it that it doesn't sound too bad? I do think Christmas is a bit too much commercialized, and even though I'm living here in Austria, and there are a few traditions which we uphold still to this day, even in Austria I often think it's too much commercialization and probably capitalism in some form. I don't really enjoy Christmas time as much as I used to as a kid. And I can't really describe why, but probably because of this commercialization and because of this loss of values and tradition. I'm by no means very much conservative, but I guess you could say Christmas has lost its spirit. So let's not talk about Christmas any longer. But my brother got me a nice present, which I'm going to show you. As he learned that I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, he got me a nice golden box from Konami, and it's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Decks 2. So I think this product got a reprint this year, and he got me this box for Christmas, and we're going to open it up, and I'm going to show you and read you the card names. Maybe it doesn't sound as exciting as the videos I had planned, but until I'm fully recovered, I guess you have to stick with this video. Alright. Side note, my brother probably thought it was a clever idea for a Christmas present, and I have to say it probably was. But the thing is, I already got this box for my birthday, for my birthday from a friend, like in summer. And the next thing is, I already got like 2 of these boxes back when it was printed originally. So like I guess it was in 2016 or 2017, where these decks, this product was printed originally, and I bought it 1 or 2 times back then. Yeah, and then I got it for my birthday this year from a friend, and now again from my brother. But I won't complain. I do have most of these cards, but not every card as a playset. So not every card I have 3 copies of. So it is still a nice present, and I'm very happy that my brother put some thought in his present. I hope this wasn't too loud. I'm just cutting open realistic wrapping, I think it's called in English. And I'm just going to open it up. I hope it's not too loud. Are crinkle sounds still a valid trigger for ASMR? I don't know. There was a time I actually enjoyed crinkling or crinkle sounds, but I noticed that you don't see them that often these days. But I'm going to try it out. I hope it was at least a bit enjoyable. But let's get to this box, to these free legendary decks. So I'm going to read you the few things, the little information on the back. So, as I said, this box contains 3 decks. The first one is, to be exact, these 3 decks are like modern versions of the decks that the 3 main characters in Duel Monsters, or like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, played. So, the first deck is a modern Yugi deck, and it contains the unstoppable Exodia. The second deck is the deck of Kaiba, and it contains a Blue Eyes White Dragon primarily. And the third deck is the deck of Joy Wheeler, and it revolves around the Red Eyes archetype, and his signature card, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Not only that, this box contains 3 special cards which were exclusive to this box when it was printed for the first time, like in 2016, and all 3 of the Egyptian god cards, so like Obelisk, the Tormentor, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and Slifer, the Sky Dragon. And best of all, these are not the colored promo versions, which are just used to show off or put them in a binder and leave them there. But these 3 versions are actually playable in the real game, so that's actually quite nice. is designed like the box which contained the Millennium puzzle that Yugi pieced together to awake Artem, or like Yami Yugi. So that's quite cool. Alright, looks like these are the 3 special cards, and I'm going to read them to you. I'm probably not going to show you every card, as I don't want this video to get too long. But if you enjoy some ASMR Yu-Gi-Oh content, I do plan on doing a few Yu-Gi-Oh ASMR videos soon. So stay tuned, and if you don't want to miss out, you can hit the subscribe button. Alright. Removing the plastic is not as easy as I thought. I'm probably going to have a mental breakdown if this isn't working sooner or later. Excuse me. That didn't work out in any acceptable way. Alright, the 3. Oh, I forgot. Obviously these cards are in German, but maybe I do know the translation of it in English. So, the first card, which you've already seen, is Dark Burning Attack. I think it's in English. And it features the Dark Magician Girl. Looks quite nice. Then we got Dark Burning Magic, which is a quick play spell, interesting enough. And it features Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. And then we got Eternal Soul, which is actually, was this really new or was it just reprinted later? For some time it was one of the most crucial cards to play in the Dark Magician deck, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Alright. I don't know where to start, but let's go from left to right in this case. And the first one is Joy's deck. Oh, alright. There is a token with featuring Joy and Red Eye Speed Dragon too. I kinda like that. I completely forgot about it. Alright, I'm going to show you the token first. I kinda like it. Looks cool. The first first holo or foil printing is the Black Stone of Legend, which is like the red eyes counterpart to the Blue Stone of Legend or White Stone of Legend, which is like the same card, just for the blue eyes archetype. I guess it's Return of the Red Eyes in English. Then we have an Xyz monster, which is Red Eyes Metal Flare Metal Dragon. I guess it's our Metal Flare Dragon. I guess it's Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, which has an incredible artwork, and he's actually not half bad. I mean, still, there are better rank 7 monsters out there, but he's always an option. Alright, the rest of them are commons, so no foiling, but I'm going to show you a few iconic cards which you may recall from the anime, or a few cards which are notable for their power, or if they've seen competitive play. And the first one I'm going to show you is obviously Red Eyes Black Dragon, and I'm thinking this is the second artwork it had. I do think the original artwork is different. There are like 3 or 4 artworks, if I recall it correctly. We have Black Metal Dragon, which is a newer support card for the Red Eyes archetype. Actually, the Red Eyes archetype is kind of weird. You've got a lot of junk cards, so not very good. And then you've got some absolutely busted cards like Red Eyes Metal Dragon, like the original Red Eyes Metal Dragon, which you could summon by banishing a dragon monster, and he can once per turn special summon any dragon from hand or graveyard, which was crazy back then and is kind of crazy still to this day. Alright, there is another infamous card, and it's Jinzo. He was played often in the anime and in the real game for his effect to pretty much turn off every trap on the field. Alright, there are a few more as there is Goblin Attack Squad. Quite powerful, but only one time he's changed to defense position after he has attacked, and with 0 defense you don't expect this card to last very long. We have Gavrid, the Iron Knight, which was played in a few duels. Rocket Warrior was also played in the anime. I always liked this card as a kid, and I actually got it as a kid. Then we have Time Wizard, which is an iconic card too, and actually such a goofy card, but yeah, if you're an anime protagonist and have plot armor, I guess you don't worry too much about this completely a random effect, as you have to toss a coin to use this effect. Alright, very cool. There is red eyes fusion, which is usually used in Math Duel with pre-planned word anaconda to summon out the probably best red eyes / dark magician card there is out there. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. And actually you could use Red Eyes Fusion to just summon Dark Dragoon, but it comes with a few more drawbacks. Then we've got Scapegoat, which is an iconic card, very powerful, still to this day, in a few aspects. Foolish Burial, which is still limited to one and probably won't ever be taken off the ban list as long as there are good graveyard effects. So there are some good cards in this deck. Alright, there is super iconic mystical Space Typhoon, which has been power crept to death today. Nobody plays MST, it's always Cosmic Cyclone, which is, yeah, pretty much straight better. Then we have Call of the Haunted, also quite iconic to revive back a monster. There is Torrential Tribute, which can take your opponent by surprise and catch him off guard. Alright, I guess that is all for this deck, and we're going to open the next one, which is Kaiba's deck, containing the mighty Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let's open this. Why is it so hard to open? It's kind of annoying, actually. Why didn't I open it with a knife before? Alright, much better. So, first and foremost, the token featuring Kaiba and the Blue Eyes White Dragon in the background looks as cool as Joy and the Red Eyes. Then we've got a maid with the eyes of blue, which was quite new when this was released, I guess. Then we have which is a quite powerful search card for the blue eyes archetype, as you can search up to 2 blue eyes white dragon monsters. Then we've got the iconic blue eyes ultimate dragon, which has an enormous attack stat of 4,500 attack. Then, most surprising to me actually, we've got 3 blue eyes white dragons, unfortunately not in foil, just in common, but 3 different artworks. Featuring the original artwork from Legend of Blue Eyes, the first ever Yu-Gi-Oh set, which is still to this day the cleanest artwork in my opinion of the Blue Eyes. Then we've got a second artwork and another one, and I'm not sure, but I think there are like 6 or 7 different artworks for Blue Eyes. There is like the same artwork but featuring the Earth, like the planet Earth in the background, and not this stone tablet, which was kind of rare back in the day, but I'm not sure what it was called. It had a special name, as it was, I think it was a Upper Deck Entertainment promo or something like that. I don't know. Alright, this is a funny one. It's literally Cyberman, which is like a monster which just looks like Seto Kaiba. Then we've got the White Stone of Legend, which has another counterpart, which is I don't know its name in English. Is it the White Stone of the Elders or something like that, which is a modern version of it. Alright. Actually, in my opinion, Kaiba hasn't got that much iconic monsters. I mean, yeah, there is War the Raider, but I don't remember him being played that much. It was almost exclusively Blue Eyes, or yeah, maybe Battle Arcs in the beginning. He was played sometimes, but yeah. Oh, sorry. But he has a few iconic spell cards like Burst Stream of Destruction, which is featuring a Blue Eyes seconds before attack. Alright. Polymerization is another iconic card. I do think everybody knows this one. Then we've got Enemy Controller, which has seen a lot of competitive play actually. There is Trade In, a good spell to draw a few cards. unexpected die, which is a card I quite like, which can just normal summon, special summon a normal monster from the deck, not normal summon. Alright, there isn't, there is Azure. I hope I can pronounce it correctly. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, which was, I'm thinking, the first Blue Eyes related synchro monster that was out there. Yes, a cool artwork. And for some reason there is the first dragon, or the first of the dragons, not sure what it's called exactly in English, but this is actually a reprint. I do think it was printed a year prior or something like that, but it isn't really related to the Blue Eyes archetype in any way. Actually, I'm quite happy to have received this present from my brother, as there are a few cards which I probably need in the near future, as there is a new Blue Eyes structure deck coming out in the TCG. So like I think at the end of January or the beginning of February, there is the new Blue Eyes structure deck coming out, and I'm probably going to give it a shot and try it out. But until then, I'm going to still play my Chimera Illusion deck. Alright, third time's the charm, and this is also the last one, which is the Yugi deck / Exodia deck, and it probably also contains the Egyptian god monsters. Trying my best, but it is not enough as it seems. Give me a second. Alright. There is another token featuring obviously Yami Yugi as it seems, and the Dark Magician in the background. Alright. Yeah, there is the first of the gods. It's Slifer, the Sky Dragon, in its playable form. Such a good artwork. Look at the details. I like it. Maybe I'm going to build a Egyptian god deck someday. They aren't that good in the real game. More like a meme, but they actually received some good support cards to at least make them a bit more playable in the modern game. This is Obelisk the Tormentor, which was primarily used by Kaiba. And ironically, probably the worst one of them in the real game, as opposed to the anime, the Winged Dragon of Ra, which has also an incredible artwork, and he has received the most support to make him playable, but still, as a standalone card, he's not very good. Alright, 3 more foil cards to go. The first one is the incarnation of the legendary Exodia, which is a new take on the Exodia deck. And there is even a newer take on the Exodia deck with Millennium Exodia, which came out this July in the Infinite Forbidden. And it's probably the first serious Exodia deck that has seen actual competitive success. I know, back in the day there were a few Exodia FTK and Royal Magical Library deep draw decks, but I'm not counting them in. Then we've got Ties of the Brethren, a card I really like, but which has seen little to no play, but yeah, it has incredible potential, but drawbacks and restrictions are probably too much for it, so it hasn't seen that much play. Unfortunately, I really like it. Then we've got, I've got to say it in a dramatic ASMR voice, in which it seems like I'm shouting, Exodia, obliterate! Yeah, it's just obliterate. Then we've got our underwhelming set of Exodia. To see Exodia not in foil is a bit strange, but not my first time to see the Exodia parts without foiling. That's the head. Then we've got the right arm. The left arm. The right leg. And the left leg. Alright, what's up with the focus? Yeah, now it's focusing. Wasn't that hard, was it? Alright, we've got Dark Magician. I think it's the original artwork. Dark Magician Girl, which has a cute artwork. Then there are a few quite prominent cards as well, at least more than in Kaiba's deck, which is Buster Blader. He's quite prominent, I'd say. Oh, alright. Then we've got Marshmallow. Such a cool card. I always liked Marshmallow because it's just so goofy but still powerful as it can be destroyed by battle, which was quite a roadblock back in the day. And if you attacked it when it was face down and it got flipped face up, you took 1000 damage. I'm not sure if Yugi played played this card for real, as I can't recall him from the anime, but Zangan was one of the most powerful monsters ever printed. And then he got errated, which kind of killed him. Then we've got Gold Sarcophagus, which I also don't recall from the anime, but it has seen a lot of competitive play and is still on the ban list to this day. We've got, what's it called in English? Revealing Swords. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think Thousand Knives was played in the anime, but was it in any form censored? I mean, for kids' entertainment, which brought Yu-Gi-Oh! Into the West, really liked to censor most stuff, like all of the guns and even the food. So it was never onigiri or rice balls, it was like donuts or something like that, which is hilarious to me. We've got Monster Reincarnation, which has also seen play. Then there is a Secret Village of the Spellcasters, which is kind of a cool card, but also quite a toxic card. Then we've got one of the earliest pot cards after Pot of Greed. Actually, it wasn't that early. I guess it was 2014, but after this card they printed a lot more pots. This was like the OG pot to have, other than Pot of Greed, which is banned for a good reason. Pot of Duality is still a super strong card in certain decks. Then we've got Mirror Force. This is one of the most iconic traps in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, alright. Looks like we've got a kind of blackout. It's a shame. I can't fix that in this video, but it is what it is. Sometimes you have to roll with it. We've got the magical hats and the magic cylinder. I guess it's the magic cylinder in English, which just redirects a attack. Alright, I guess that's it for this little opening. It's actually really kind of dark without my fill light, but thank you for making it this far into the video. Thanks for watching and thanks for your attention. I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like or if you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. And yeah, I'm going to hopefully recover fully in the next few days, and then I'm going to post a few more videos videos the next weeks. Actually, I think I'm going to do one video before New Year's Eve, and then I'm going to use the time the coming weekend to produce a few videos in advance. Yeah, last time when I planned that I got sick. Haha, yeah, no. This time for real, I hope. Yeah, if you got any feedback or any questions, just leave them in the comments. I read through them periodically or like regularly, and usually I'll answer them. Thank you for joining in. Until next time, have a good sleep and I'll see you. Bye. Actually, if I just turned up my key lights, this is kind of a vibe, like this. Almost Rembrandt lighting with the triangle under my right eye. I'm not 100% sure about it, but seems cool. Alright, I've got to get back to work and to cut this video and get it online. Can't ramble that much any longer, but I've got to work tomorrow and worry about not getting sick again or recover. Whatever, I'm going to talk far too much, but I'm still probably keeping this in. Why not? So, now for real, thank you for watching. Until next time.